Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about what you need to take into account when you're going to scale your business and the things I wish I knew before I started scaling my business. The first thing you need to take in mind before scaling your business is to think if you're ready for it, if this is something that you really want, okay? Because it depends on business to business. If you are just in the business because it is a lifestyle business, you're just wanting to create some income so you can live peacefully and you can have time with your family and all that. You just need to make an amount of money that's to cover just the necessary expenses. Then scaling your business is not for you, okay? Because when you're going to scale a business, it's gonna be a lot more work coming in, okay? It means that you have to think big. You have to start thinking about systems, and you have to start thinking about processes before you get to that point of getting a lot of money because you're scaling that business. But if your mind is not for that, you're just looking for a lifestyle business, then of course scaling is not for you, okay? So then I would skip the whole process right now, okay? But if your purpose is to really go big and start hiring employees and automating things and getting more orders from your customers, then for sure scaling it's for you. But there's a lot of things that you need to keep in mind. And when you're scaling your business, the main charge or the main workload falls under the operations department. Okay, remember that organizational chart that you have, even if you're a small business, there is an operational department. There is a department that is in charge of production. That department is the one that takes the load when you are scaling, right? Because that's the department that creates the product. That's the department that creates the service and delivers that to the customer, right? Production takes input from one place and then go into output from another place. Okay, that's what you deliver to the customer. So that's the main department that you have to think about if you're going to scale. Okay, you have to be ready by creating processes around production, for example, because those are the things that I'm gonna tell you if you need to scale, what you need to add. Okay, so the main things that you need to keep in mind if you're going to scale is, are you able to handle the initial workload? So let's say you increase 25% your order income, okay? Are you able to produce 25% more products around that? Are you a business able to deliver 25% more products to your customers? Those are the things that you need to keep in mind, right? The other thing to keep in mind is, are you able to handle 25% increase in customer requests? And this is something that happened to me in my business, right? When we started scaling, one of the things that grew very rapidly was the customer requests. People asking questions, people asking for specific things and specific customizations that we need to take care of, but those rapidly increase, right? Because there were more customers. So we had to hire people in that department to be able to cover those requests because they were falling through the cracks. That's something that you don't want. You don't want things falling through the crack because you've already built a customer base and they're already there for you and they are rooting for you, right? So you don't want them to be disappointed of you just because you started adding more customers, okay? So you have to keep that in mind. You have to keep the idea that you might need to invest in the business, and those investments might be in hiring or more computers or more technology, more software to automate things to help you get to your goal of increasing that customer load and increasing those orders that are coming in. So one of the things that I would recommend is that you create a process map of your production process, okay? Because a process map is gonna show you how things are going through and flowing in your business. And if you have a process map, then you will be able to get into the details and find out where are the bottlenecks as you scale your business. So where is things are getting slow when your business is going up, okay? So is it the customer request? Is it procuring more material to create my product? Is it in the actual production process, right? Do I need to add more people into that production process to make it faster, right? Is there a software that I can install or an app that I can install that can make things smoother between that process, okay? And one of the things that I would recommend that you go to create that process is Lucidchart. Lucidchart is a wonderful application because it allows you to draw your process in there. And one of the great things about Lucidchart is that it's free. You just have to create an account. So it's very easy to create a process map using the actual charts and that they have in there. You just start drag and dropping those squares in here and creating that process, and then you figure out what are the inputs here, what needs to happen then to actually from those inputs going to these steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, until you actually get the outputs. And it's very easy to draw it here and just drag and drop the shapes and connect them together, and that will help you out then creating that process. Okay, then after you have the process map out, then you actually have a real idea of what needs to be done to produce that product, for example, and then you can figure out where are the bottlenecks and what needs investment and what can be improved in that process to make it better. The other thing is to keep in mind is what can be automated from that process. Okay, what software can you get outside that you can get those things automated? Is it something that can help me, for example, take orders from my website in an easier way, right? So people can go into my website, order something, and then I can get that maybe in an email or in a form, so I can track that information. Okay, and that's one of the things that you can do, for example. Another thing you can do for it is maybe having a communication system that allows you to track when a customer sends you an email, and allows you to track if you have responded or no, and track those conversations, those back and forth, for example. That's called a help desk system. Those are very easy to implement, for example, and I will show in our videos later how you can do them. Okay, but those are the things that you want to find out, that if you can automate them, then do it. Okay, because that will make you more efficient, and it will allow you to increase the number of orders that you can take from your business and start scaling that. Okay, so it's something to keep in mind. Once you have all of those details right down, then you can start thinking about, okay, I'm ready to scale my business, I'm ready to take this to the next level. So then you can start running the processes, right? This is not going to be a final thing. You're always going to be on top of those processes to look for automation opportunities, and looking also where you need to hire more people, for example, to make things better. Okay, hopefully this will help you. Stick around as we discuss how you can implement those efficiencies throughout other videos coming in. Thank you.